Hey guys, Devil here, back again with another review, and today we're having a look at the Marvel Legends Lizard Wave Prowler. Well, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, now as I said before, today we're having a look at the Prowler. He's part of the... it ain't new, is it? He's part of the Lizard Wave, recently put out for Marvel Legends. Of course, he comes with the, what is it, right leg? Yes, right leg of the lizard. Focus there. You know, and it's got the double jointed knee and the double jointed knee that doesn't exactly work, which we'll have to talk about more in his own review. But I can get this bottom part to go like one click back and then back, and then this thing just has no friction in it, so I think that's gonna need some work or something. And then he's got a toe joint there that's pretty loose too, so the two joints I didn't want loose are loose. But that's okay, because I actually am going to get this thing replaced. Now you're probably wondering, Overlord, what the hell is wrong now? You already had a problem with Captain America about a week ago. Well, that figures crap anyways, but that's beside the point. And then you had a problem with Taskmaster a while back. You had the big freaking Smurf nipple syndrome. Well, let's just get right into this guy, because he doesn't have any accessories to speak of other than his cape here, which just pops right off and slides right off his head there. The cape is decent. I'd say heat this thing with a hairdryer, push that sucker down. That way it'll sit on his chest a little better. But just getting into the articulation here. He's got a rotation in the head. Looks up and down. Ab crunch. Now this is the UK, Spider UK body. Watch what happens when I do this. Absolutely nothing. That thing is froze, and that is some straight up bullshit. Now, I've had this problem before with a DC Classics figure, the Collect and Connect Bane. I know, right? Of all figures, his ab crunch didn't want to move, so I actually have that. That thing got fixed. It didn't break, but it got fixed, so it moves. But this is ridiculous. I don't know what the hell Hasbro's doing over there, but they gotta like hire someone with a brain to put these things together. I want to say because the abs, the lower torso, kind of feels like it's sticking out a little bit too much forward. But again, you'd think it would be able to move back though, and it does not. That thing is not going anywhere, and that is freaking lame, because that is what the Prowler does. That's a key point for this dude, and it's froze. It'd be different maybe if it was one of these, because you pop the pin out and do some shaving down of schmutz, but this is kind of unfixable. Unless you split the lower torso open and did something like that. I mean, what a way to go, man. What a way to go. But he doesn't do that, I should say. He does have in and out at the shoulder. They move out a decent amount. Full rotation. Bicep swivel, double joint at the elbow. And also his gauntlet here is a little chewed from the mold. But the good thing about that is, if I do get a replacement, which I freaking plan on it as soon as upstate New York actually starts seeing some of these new waves, and like all the other buggers out there finding Mysterios and stuff, I'd like to find a replacement Prowler right now. Priorities, right? But yeah, he's got a little bit of chewedness on his gauntlet there. That might just be mine. You know, if you looking at these things loose, you'll probably have an option to not get one that way, or if you're looking at them in the store, although if it's rotated, how are you going to tell, right? But luck of the draw, I didn't get a solid figure in terms of the QC, in terms of the plastic itself. The logo's printed really nice and clean, though. That's the only downside. I think he said he had a hinge and rotation in the hand, and I believe these are new hands. They don't look familiar to me. He's got a waist swivel. He's got a belt. You can cover that with if you want. He's got T-jointed hips, forward and back, in and out like you just saw. Thigh cut, double joint at the knee. You don't get a lot out of this body, but that's whatever. Neither here nor there. Calf swivel there. And look at the boots. You guys complaining about the boots are ridiculous. If I can get them to stay up there, first of all, I'm not the strongest guy on the face of the planet, but I didn't have to heat this thing up at all. Look at that. Rotates fine. They're not moving. Not moving. Rotates fine. I mean, there are worse things to complain about with these things. Some loose boot cuffs. Yeah, it's annoying, but with a little elbow grease, they stay. So I don't get what the big deal is, but maybe that's just mine. He's also got a hinge in the ankle with a rocker joint. And then to get the cape back on, all you got to do, it's got the peg. It's got the hole on the back. This is actually Moon Knight's cape. For those of you who are wondering. And yeah, it sits pretty much the same. And I believe Moon Knight was on the Spider 2099 body, which I think may have been a better fit for this guy. I'm not sure. But that's pretty much it for Prowler himself. Really cool. I mean, you could probably even use this head for Spawn, but you know, it kind of sucks. Once again, I got a messed up figure, and I'm not dealing with Hasbro QC control, customer care, or whatever, because they'll send me some shit no one wants that's rotting on the pegs in the stores right now. Ugh. Ugh! Why me? But that's besides the point. Time to move on to some size comparisons. Alrighty, and starting off with standard size comparisons. Here we have the Prowler next to the Pizza Spidey and the Bucky Cap. One of these days I'll rotate that thing out, but until then, we just have to sit and deal. I'd say he's in a pretty decent scale with these two. I think I would have preferred it if he was on the Grim Reaper body, maybe. I don't know, I just feel like that would have been a better fit. Because that's actually what I thought he was gonna be on, but he is not. He is on the Spider UK body, as I said before, which is a little bit bigger. Kind of like the Bucky Cap on roids. It actually has a lot more, kind of fabric lines in it. You know, the stretched fabric over a human body as opposed to just being painted on like these two. But add some variety, I will say. But I'd say he's in decent scale with these two. And last but not least, here we have the Prowler standing next to the only other figure I have reviewed from this wave, and that is Lasher, who I had absolutely no problems with. Surprisingly, even though he's got the butterfly joints I'm not really fond of because they're only connected with one peg and not two. But, you know what? To each his own. Lasher's a pretty sick figure at the end of the day. But with that being said, time to move on to final thoughts. So at the end of the day, do I really hate this figure? Absolutely not. I just hate mine because it's shit. Yeah, personally, the things that are done right on this figure are done ridiculously right. I like the paint on the chest. The gauntlets are fine on mine. The claws look nice, and the belt piece works, and the head sculpt looks freaking cool. The cape is cumbersome, but I've learned to deal with it because I've had that Moon Knight figure. And, you know, you can just unpeg it and do what you want with it if it really bugs you. But the fact is, I shouldn't have to replace a figure in 2018. We shouldn't be having these beyond ridiculous quality control issues. I mean, in the past, in less than 2 weeks, just about 2 weeks, it's been a while since I've had this dude for a while filming this video, but in the past 2 weeks that I've had this dude, I've gotten 3 figures that have really bad QC on them. Taskmaster is the weakest of the bunch. That can get fixed. Captain America with 2 right feet. Are you kidding me? And then this guy with a frozen ab crunch. I have an idea. How about instead of demanding Hasbro make so many freaking things a year, they cut back, cut all that in half. We don't need 3 Walgreens exclusives. We need 2. We don't need 8 to 10 waves. We need 4 to 5. That way they can focus on making the quality, the QC, better on the figures as opposed to quantity over quality. I'd rather have the opposite because I don't make a lot of money like the rest of you, I'm guessing, because how the hell else do you pay for this shit? But you're complaining about all the wrong shit. There's boot cuffs, whatever. I want QC. That's stuff that's not across the board. That's stuff that can almost rarely be fixable unless it's paint. Unacceptable, Hasbro. Unacceptable. So with that being said, do I hate this figure? I hate mine because I got a piece of shit. But do I hate them all? No. In fact, I'm sure the replacement is going to change my view on this entire figure. Because right now, this thing is a freaking like 6 to 7 out of 10. I think that's about what Cap was. But I didn't like Cap to begin with. This I was looking forward to, and they totally shit on that. With their lack of QC. And then the fact that they're customer caring worth a damn. So, hopefully this will be the last of that nonsense, and we can get back to doing reviews without 60 cuss words, because I don't like to use them. Some people don't like to hear them. Well, you know what? It's not an honest review if I don't use at least 1 or 2. And, hey, I didn't drop the F-bomb. That's a start. So, and that's more than I can say when I was trying to fix this thing's freaking abs. That's just so annoying. But at the end of the day, I'd say if you see this guy, check him out. Definitely worth your time if you are a fan of the character. And in case you're wondering, the next review is not going to be from the Lizard Wave. It is actually going to be Mr. Fantastic, who was fine, might I add. So that being said, also, one last thing. If you're going to make 8,000 figures a year, make them available. My Toys R Us never got the freaking the Sasquatch wave, the Deadpool wave, and now they're closing, which sucks. It sucks for more reasons than just that, but that's one of the reasons. They don't get the shit. Another thing, everyone's finding this wave at Target. My Target doesn't even have the Avengers stuff. Get on it. This is unexcusable. I should be able to replace this thing if I need to replace it, and I can't. Because your distribution sucks. There, I said it. So that being said, this has gone on long enough. I'm starting to lose it, to say the least. But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, or vice versa. Or, you know, don't. I don't care at this point. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Son of a bitch!